Washoe County corruption regarding small claims court case RSC 2023-000823 concerning Wilcox Ranch Property Owners Association and the former President, Secretary of Treasurer Bob and Natalie Naring. Okay, so what happened is for the last 15 years, Bob and Natalie Naring were enforcing this Wilcox Ranch on everybody, leaning, assessing late fees, even on myself. They gave us a late fee, and they made all these representations. And then when the checks were discovered, we discovered that there was basically embezzlement going on. All of a sudden, they wanted to resign, so they resigned. Okay, then they put me in there to keep the books and records going in the billing, and then the former officers, after they were doing all this stuff under the directions of Gayle, Agnes, Kern, it doesn't exist anymore. So we filed a small claims lawsuit, and what I'm going to show here, these are the subpoenas. Okay, they took us all the way to the end, and like the day before, all of a sudden they paid the money. They got together because they saw how bad we had them. So the defendants, Natalie Naring, Patrick Armill, so I added him because it's the same as them. This guy's dishonest, and I wrote it in the papers in this case, and to this day I call him out. He's dishonest. Period. He's a dishonest attorney. He should be disbarred. Okay, here's his bar numbers. Okay, this is going to get heavy duty. We're going to federal court. I'm going to call the bar out. They're going to be a defendant, and I want these bar numbers done because these guys are dishonest. They're co-actors. Wallace and Millsap LLC. Here it is right here. Okay, so I subpoenaed Gayle Kern, the one that's got the lien on our properties. Here it is right here. And she showed up, by the way. She showed up the day that they tried to settle it. Okay, they covered her. They covered her because she was a past bar president for the Nevada Bar Association. So of course they covered it up. We had a few questions for her about her liens on our property and her representations, including the attempts to eminent domain Mr. Belfort and get protective orders against him. Okay, but they blocked it, which I expected. They don't want us getting her. We're not done. We're going to take this into federal court and ask these questions her again. Okay, there she is there. She did show up, but she didn't go into the courtroom. They had it all planned. Okay, there's 4 subpoenas. Okay, the next one, let's see here. Who do we get? We got 4 people. Let me find it here. Here's the next one. This one is for Natalie Naring. We want to ask her questions. I mean, how do you go 15 years enforcing, taking properties, assessing liens, fines? 15 years of these representations of Wilcox Ranch. They were operating this thing. And it's never been checked. And then when I got it, wow, man, no one's looked at this for 15 years. And now we find, where's all this money? Everyone else was complaining. It wasn't me. I didn't know till I got the books. There's multiple people complaining about no road work. Well, no wonder, because it all went to them. They took 20, 30,000, and their buddies, the equipment operator, they got the other half of it. No invoices, nothing. So we had that. We had her. Let's go down here. Okay, then you go down here. And we got the next one, which is Bob Naring, the husband, the president. Here he is right here. We subpoenaed him. Okay, then we went down. There was one more subpoena, which we didn't get to, but let me explain it. This Joanne Sundstrom from the title company. We have emails. Joan Sundstrom, Stewart Title Agent, right here. Okay, what was going on? Natalie was over there. They were calling her, and Natalie was telling them that this is no longer, it's defunct, the association, which is not true. So after she resigned, she was still acting as an officer to try to shut this down and not have the title companies be informed about the association. Okay, we have the emails with this. You know, they're telling all the title companies it doesn't exist, all this and that. That's fraud. That's intentional fraud. Okay, so what we did, we got to go to the court that day. All of a sudden, he had a check. They had mailed it the day before to pay all the fees, and they wanted to just settle this. Of course they did. So we never got to subpoena them. Okay, but we are going to subpoena them, and we're going to ask a lot of questions of what they've been doing in this operation on Wilcox Ranch. Stand by for the next one.